Picture the Tallis estate. It's a perfectly beautiful, honestly suffocatingly hot summer afternoon. We are diving straight into the exact moment that completely shatters this world forever.
Look up, and there's young Briony watching Cecilia and Robbie right beside the fountain from an upstairs window. She saw one moment.
Then, an explicit, incredibly private letter somehow ends up right in Briony's hands. And with this terrible mounting dread, she created a story.
Suddenly, everything is moving frantically fast. Flashing lights everywhere. The police are physically dragging Robbie away, and you just see Cecilia reaching out for him, completely desperate and helpless. And the world chose to believe it.
The contrast here is just heartbreaking. On one side, you have Robbie, stripped entirely of his freedom, trudging through this totally ruined French village. And on the flip side, Cecilia is standing there, completely alone in the middle of wartime London.
Against all that horrific backdrop of the war, they clung to hope. Robbie and Cecilia held on to the promise of reunion.
Okay, let's just stop right there for a second. We're moving from 1935, the accusation, through 1939, the war, and jumping all the way to 1999, the typewriter. An elderly Briony Tallis is just sitting there staring down a blank page.
And this is the part that just completely shatters everything you thought you knew. I won't go into the grim details of exactly how it happened, but the reunion readers remember never happened.
So let's step into a completely different, much more intimate space. Think of it as an accusatory interrogation, the imagined confrontation. Briony is finally sitting right across from Robbie and Cecilia.
Robbie looks right at his creator, and it hits like an absolute hammer blow. He asks, "Who gave you the right to write our ending?"
Then Cecilia chimes in, and it's this incredibly piercing question that really challenges the whole morality of what Briony did. She asks, was the happy ending for us or for you? Meanwhile, think about the ones who actually evaded justice. You've got Lola Quincy trapped in this lifelong, utterly suffocating silence. And then there's Paul Marshall, just standing apart in the shadows, perfectly cloaked in his fake respectability. It's chilling.
It all comes down to this incredibly stark, real-world consequence. One accusation destroyed two futures.
And in response, she spent her entire life trying to undo the damage the only way she knew how. Another story tried to restore them.
Which leaves us wrestling with this massive, lingering question. But can fiction repair reality?
Atonement. Ending. Explained.
Briony, Robbie, Cecilia.
The conversation that never happened.
You've got to see how this all plays out. To continue the full imaginary conversation, just visit the exact URL you see right there on your screen to read it for yourself. And just to wrap up our explainer today, please remember this is an imaginary conversation inspired by Ian McEwan's novel,